Began as a conflict over the transfer of consciousness from flesh to machines, escalated into a war which has decimated 1 million worlds. The core and the arm have all but exhausted the resources of a galaxy in their struggle for domination. Both sides now crippled beyond repair. The remnants of their armies continue to battle on ravaged planets, their hatred fueled by over 4,000 years of total war. This is a fight to the death. For each side, the only acceptable outcome is the complete elimination of the other.
Annihilation is a series of video games that sprouted into a full family tree of similar RTS games. RTS stands for real-time strategy. I love these games. I've been playing them since I was 5 years old. I remember playing my first few games trying to manage my economy and fighting wars with bots. Over time, my micromanagement improved and I found myself feeling very satisfied. Total Annihilation is a game that came out in 1997, sparking an RTS genre, the first of its kind. Robots destroying each other across space, managing economy, massing armies, shooting plasma cannons across maps, too much fun. Total Annihilation had elevation in its maps, so if you built a long-range gun, it would be more effective if it was elevated, unlike something like Age of Empires, where they just simply weren't shooting guns across the map. Then came Supreme Commander in 2007, a spiritual successor to Total Annihilation. Supreme Commander had a sequel too, however it didn't receive praise like the original did. I never played it up until recently. That's where I got this gameplay, and the footage is a bit rough because my OBS settings were a little strange. However, I played Supreme Commander 2 on the Xbox 360. I found it to be disappointing. Supreme Commander had a tech tree that you put skill points into, which I thought took away from what made these games so fast-paced. TA, PA, and BAR, beyond all reason. That is, in those games, you obtain tech upgrades through building up factories, buildings, and units. PA is a massive-scale RTS that introduced spherical planets that could span from a small-sized asteroid to massive vegetated planets, or gas planets if that's your thing. PA gives you the option to play in a solar system with 1 planet or 10, or if your computer can handle it, 50. PA was, in some way or another, a spiritual successor to Total Annihilation. Some people may not agree with that, but as a child, I thought it was the closest thing I could get to. The game played very much like Total Annihilation, except implementing orbital spacecraft and being able to shoot nukes across the solar system into other planets, or if you really want, building a Death Star pretty much, or building engines on small planets and crashing them into other planets. And most of the time it destroys the entire planet, not part of it, but it literally will destroy the entire planet. And if your enemy is all on one planet, then that renders them to nothing. Bar, or Beyond All Reason, is the closest there is to a sequel to TA. Similar art design, similar mechanics on a modern engine and UI. Truly a modern take on TA with a 3D design. And the 4v4 standard with RTS games is now old news. In Bar, 8v8s are the standard. It goes far beyond that too. 50v50, 100v100, or if you want, 200v200. It's pretty rad. With the newest early access release of PA Industrial brings an odd take on the series and genre. It's like a mixture between Factorio and PA. The look of it didn't impress me, and I didn't bother to buy the game. I was obsessed with Planetary Annihilation back in the day. It was very special to me. Now instead of sprawling solar systems, Planetary Industrial brought an innovative, flat map design never seen before in an RTS game. For $30, you get to play a game on the Unreal Engine that barely runs. Just look at these awesome reviews. Sorry. This is my first time doing a video like this. So I'm going to keep this in. So, yeah, it's all right. Riffing a little bit. But I guess at the end of the day, I love these games and made this video to show what direction this genre was heading. With Bar, only good things are happening. As for the PA series, it seems it's going backwards in innovation. I care because I put around 200 hours into the OG Planetary Annihilation and have moved on after seeing what happened with Industrial Annihilation. No thank you, Uber Studios. I was a big fan in the beginning, but I'll stick with Beyond All Reason. A video game that instead of going backwards is moving forwards. Just look at the battles.